Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome, get you a guy who can do both. Hi, it's me, 2014 MrRAWEEE. Got a good feeling about this one, boys. Let's find some questions. Woo! Okay, well wait, I gotta do the intro. It's time for another MrRAWEEE's QnA. Yeah. Question 1. Okay. Yeah, you heard me. It's a Q&A. When? Right now, boy! What was the worst year to live in? 2016? And again, it probably was worse for people in like the 1800s when they thought burning a man would cure his mental illness. So, when you're coming down, I'm not. You are. Where did you get the inspiration for your characters? And is there any scrapped ideas for said characters? Right, I'm not going to answer the first bit because I literally got the exact same question in this Q&A. But scrapped ideas, let me see. Originally, Jerry was supposed to live with Clone and Michael. That's why at the end of the interactive video, there was that whole thing about, did you hear that, Jerry? You're going to live with us forever! You know, he was supposed to live in the house. The original idea was he was going to just live in the wardrobe. Which I guess I kind of recycled because he does pop out of the wardrobe every so often. Unsurprisingly, YouTube Guy and the Intellect were supposed to be two separate characters. The emotions from that video were to come back. But that was when YouTube Guy was already his own character. Looking back, I'm really glad I never did that. If all the characters had their own YouTube channels, what videos would they post? I feel like Clone would be a daily vlogger. I don't know why. The kind of person that just carries around their phone and goes, hey, what's up guys? YouTube Guy would do those really informative, instructional videos on like various parts of YouTube. Like, this is how you use this feature. Jerry would definitely do a cooking show. I think Cooking with Jerry would just be the name of the channel. Like, he just posts an episode every week. Bergie would be one of those kind of, like a food tasting channel, except with alcohol. Like, he just purchases a bunch of different alcohols from a bunch of different countries and just tries them all. And just gets completely fucking smashed on camera. And lastly, Darkside's channel would be very opinionated. Like a kind of political, like, one of those fucking right-wing channels like Alex Jones. Where he's like, this is what's going on in the world and why I hate it. What was the hardest sketch to make so far? In terms of series, it'd be Clone and Calamity. But I think overall sketch, it'd have to be Regained in the Dark, because the scientist was originally supposed to be in that video, but sadly Jordan was unavailable. So that kind of put a spanner in the works. Because you know that scene where Darkside's talking to the scientist over the phone? Yeah, that was originally supposed to be face to face. And I think that could have made it a lot better, because I did work around it by having it over the phone, but I feel like the scene would have played out a lot better and had a lot more impact if it was face to face like originally planned. So that kind of sucked. I haven't had to rework any other sketches like that before. They've all turned out more or less how I imagined them. You ever plan on making content other than the concept you already have? At the moment, no. But we'll see what the future brings us, eh? As I've said before in these videos and in some vlogs as well, I don't plan anything, so we'll see what happens, really. Stay tuned. How many shrimps do you have to eat before it makes your skin turn pink? If that happens, consult a doctor. Thoughts on Donald Trump being in the UK? Well, he probably won't be by the time this video comes out, but I don't care. You know, as much as I dislike the guy, like it's just protocol. It's a state visit, so I don't know, let him do what he wants. Would you ever be up for taking in good fan ideas for sketches? I have considered it, actually. I've wanted to do that, but I just didn't know if it would work, if that makes sense. Because as you put in your question, they have to be good. And part of me is worried that they will be absolutely awful. Part of me is a little concerned that you don't know how to write for my characters, but hey, maybe one day. Do you have any more plans for Universe C? The universe itself is done, but the storyline's still going. How long did it take for you to think up the sketch Dark Ties and put it all together? Well, for those who don't know, if you stayed until the end of the credits for Dark Ties, there's actually an entire behind the scenes video that explains everything. I literally vlogged the very first idea right up until the end of production. So yeah, you can give that a watch, because that literally answers the question. Like, I think saying it now would just render that video pointless. Also, I feel like it's best to say it here because a lot of people didn't catch the fact that video existed, so that's a bit of advertising for it. I'm expecting more comments now. Why did you create a sketch universe? Well, Josh Murphy Studios, I did it because that is the kind of stuff I like to watch on YouTube. I enjoy ongoing stories, I enjoy recurring characters, that sort of thing. I'm not really a big fan of TV shows that have stories that are unconnected to each other. I don't like the standalone episode kind of thing. I really like overarching stories and problems. That's why I hardly ever do standalone sketches anymore, because yes, they're fun, but I like stories. What's your favorite joke/gag from all of your sketches? I'll be honest, I can't really pick a favorite, so I'm just gonna do like a kind of description, if that's okay. Sometimes the best jokes are silent. I really like the jokes that are just facial expressions. You know, not every joke has to be dialogue. I'm a real big fan of humor that is subtle. Say, for example, a character's reaction to what another one said, or how someone reacts to a certain situation. I really like that sort of humor. That's why I do it a lot. I don't know if you notice. Not a lot of people do. Do you plan on moving onto a different line of work other than what you have a degree in? Or are you aiming to still be able to use it? Well, I went to college for 2 years. I don't really want to have wasted 2 years of my life. Still, you know, still trying to get my foot in the door. But sadly, you can't just walk into the BBC and be like, hello, job please. But if anyone out there happens to work for a media company, hello, hit me up. I can make videos for you. I'm a good editor, kinda. And most of the college folks I hung out with have kind of gone on to different paths, so I want to prove I'm better than them. If your characters became real, how would you react? Probably scream until I die, because a lot of them are out to kill me. What are some good sketch ideas for beginners? Fucking hell. Well, I can't really tell you what to do in that sense, because, you know, I'm just one guy in one corner of the internet. But if I had to, you know, don't just throw your audience into the middle of a story, because they're going to be confused. So for your first sketches, I would introduce the characters first. So who are they? Why are they there? What are they doing? Or if you want, keep the what are they doing bit a mystery. You know, who are they and why are they there? That's all you got to really focus on. You shouldn't just present your audience with a scenario and expect them to care straight away, because they need to be invested in the characters. I think the video that best explains that is Darkside's first video, because, you know, he says, I am your dark side. So that's, you know, the introduction portion of it. The audience now know who he is, and they were told, why are you here? Because I stubbed my toe. So but then again, that was later retconned to be a lie. But at that time, that was the explanation. What are some good starting videos for people to get into your channel? This, for example. Hi, this series would literally not be possible without you guys. because if you weren't asking questions, I would have fuck all to react to. Just know how important you are. Would you ever consider gaming? Not really, no. Funnily enough, I do have an idea in here. There is a shitpost that is a gaming video, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, and Gmod as well, when part 4 eventually comes out. And how's your social life? What social life? I'm a YouTuber. Anal. No. Was that right? No. How are you doing lately? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Any huge projects in mind? Yeah. I've got a 100th sketch coming up. Keep an eye out, boy. Do you plan on making another long video like Dark Ties? Yeah. 100th sketch coming up. Keep an eye out, boy. Are you still enjoying your time on YouTube? If you've been watching me frequently, you'd know that 2017, 2018 was a bit of a time for me, but I think I've finally regained my drive, and I'm you know back and ready to go back on my bullshit, as they say. Will you make more vlogs with more people? I don't know what you want. Mum, yes. Someone asked, why don't I do vlogs with more people? So do a vlog.
I don't know what a vlog is.
It's where you talk to the camera about your life.
My life?
Yep.
It's gone too quick.
Why are you looking at the microphone and not the lens?
Where's the lens?
Here. What's the meaning of life? Thanks for watching, boys!